Florida prosecutor Pam Bondi, criminal defense attorney Jeff Brown join us in Florida. Jeff, I just cringe at the thought. I mean, here you got her saying in the jail tape, I'm going to be that crazy, overprotective mother. I won't let her out of my sight. And then you flash the pictures up of her when the child is missing out clubbing.
Right. Well, I mean, the defense still, you still have to say the defense is either one of two things. Either somebody else did this, and then if that's the case, I think she needs to come forward and say somebody else did this, or the defense is going to have to be that it was an accident. If it's an accident, this tape crushes her. It's just devastating. But if it is, the first defense is still viable, that is that somebody else did this, well, that's July when she makes that recording. The meter reader's there, the utility worker's there in August. There might be an argument that somehow he's involved with this. That's still, it may not be the best defense, but it's still a defense that at this point is still out there.
Yeah, but here's the odd point. I'm going to go to the screenwriter, and you look, it's like, here we have, this is where she lives. That's the first circle that I've drawn, and this is where they find the remains. And if you look, I mean, it's just not that far. I mean, it's like it is so close to her home. I mean, like, what are the odds that someone is going to someone else is going to dump the baby there? I mean, that's terrible.
If somebody is involved that she knows, and for whatever reason, let's just say that it's a drug debt or it's something that's out there that somebody else has this child, she doesn't want to give the name up, and that person then kills the child, they're going to want her to be framed for this. They're going to want to put the body somewhere where she's going to be held accountable for it. So that would make sense. Now, again, I'm not saying that is the defense, but if her argument is that somebody else did this, then it would make sense that the person that did it doesn't want to get caught. They're going to frame her. They're going to put the body somewhere near her.
Here's it, and I assume Pam would argue this, is that how I would, if I were the prosecutor, I'd let Pam do it, but I say, if someone doesn't want to get caught, why are they going to put the baby right near the house? I mean, they're not trying to frame her. They're trying not to get caught. Pam.
Exactly, Greta. And Greta, I was out there. That house, even on your map, it looks so much further than it really is. That lot where that baby was found is right around the corner from her house. She basically got lucky for a few months by the area flooding and them not finding the baby. But yeah, I agree. And if anything at that crime scene, anything at all, which we've heard it possibly will tie it in to the Anthony home, she's gone. Yeah. That's all it's going to take. And I mean, this woman is despicable. And we now know that, especially by all her lies, and that jail phone call is just disgusting, where she's trying to manipulate her parents.
But Pam, take a look at how close where they found the body is to the road. I just put that up on the screen. I mean, it's where they have that tent. I mean, it's tented. It's like 10 or 15 feet. Like, it is a little bit bizarre that it wasn't discovered sooner. And I mean, it certainly looks like. I mean, it doesn't even look like anyone tried to hide it very well.
Greta, and again, I just think, and look at all her lies, her ridiculous lies that she got caught in that made no sense at all. But if you look at the crime scene, I just really think she got so lucky. The time of the year, I mean, I've lived in Florida my whole life, and when it floods, it floods. Yep. And in that hot Florida sun, I think she just got lucky for so long, and thank goodness that they found the body before the trial. Could you imagine if if it had gone to trial without a body and something went wrong, and then they found her little body that tied into the Anthony home?
Well, we're going to take a quick break. If both of you will just stand by. Up next, guess who's pretty mad tonight?